Raider Nation? We've got all sorts of people in the building. We got Jordan Ford, Mark Salter, Gianluca Morelli, Trace is in there, Hooligan Nation, Paul, John Ogle, Hooligan Nation, like I said. We got the whole crew, man. So, get comfortable, crack a cold one, and let's do this thing.
Here we go, episode number 351 of Raiders Fan Radio, the Halloween Spooktacular.
Hey, it's Mike Garofalo, NFL Network here in the home office, and you are listening to the Raiders Fan Radio podcast, taking that lighter journey into the dark side with Murf, Swag Jeff, and Michelle. She's got great hair. It's a little pink, it's a little purple, whatever it is. I'll tell you what, if I could grow it, I would sign up for that color today. So listen to her and the entire crew as they give you all the information on the Raiders on the podcast that benefits the One Nation Foundation. It's a great cause. It's a great pod. Tune in, turn it up. Here it comes. All that Raiders info and takes coming at you right now.
Jackpot, baby. Raiders Fan Radio.
Oakland, L.A., Oakland, Vegas, Raider Nation, wherever, forever. You got your old Uncle Mosh and Raiders Fan Radio from Murf's Man Cave, taking a lighter journey into the dark side. Sit back, put your feet up, pop a top, and enjoy the ride. Here we go!
Look left, look right, Kolesnikov, a leaping pass, touchdown!
We miss you, we love you, and we'll see you in the Hall of Fame.
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players, you have a great organization, and you tell them one thing, just win, baby.
Way up the middle, intercepted Filipiano at the 50, time running down, Oakland football, and I think Oakland victory.
The Oakland Raiders have scored on the most zany, unbelievable, absolutely impossible dream of a play. Well, I love this team. I think this team can win.
You are listening live to Raiders Fan Radio. Take it away, guys.
Why? Thank you, Brent Musburger. What is up, Raider Nation? Your buddy Murf back once again for what we trust will be a fantastic episode of Raiders Fan Radio, the Raiders Fan Radio Halloween Spooktacular.
Same.
That's what you do.
So we welcome you to this episode of Raiders Fan Radio, episode number 351 of Raiders Fan Radio. Thanks to all of those of you that are joining us live in the chat room tonight. Everybody at youtube.com/Raiders Fan Radio. And thank you to all of those of you that are joining us on the audio version of the podcast, where you can find us on any podcast service, including Spotify, Amazon Music, what's the other ones? The Pandora, as the kids say, YouTube Music. Just ask your internet-connected device to play Raiders Fan Radio, and you can always find us on the audio podcast. But thank you to all of those of you, even on the X or the Facebooks. If you're on the Facebooks and you want to jump in the chat, I see a lot of comments on the Facebooks as we're doing the show. But y'all, we never get to see those comments until afterwards. So if you want to join in live, if you're joining us on the Facebooks, then jump over to YouTube, youtube.com/Raiders Fan Radio, and join in the chat with the most amazing chat room there is. And I'll leave that to my best friend and yours, Swag Jeff, to shout them out. But just want to introduce you tonight. My name is Murf, and we thank you for joining us for this episode of Raiders Fan Radio. It is our Spooktacular. But nothing is as scary as a Raider game on a Sunday, which we're going to get to in a little bit.
We're
going to talk about your favorite football team and theirs. Excluded myself on that one, although whatever. This heart bleeds silver and black blood. Well, this heart doesn't bleed; it pumps it. The cuts bleed. You guys know what I'm talking about.
You bleed it.
I just bleed it. I just live it, man. I live this shit. You live this shit. You live this shit.
Yep.
That's why this shit hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Oh, I'm hurting.
I'm hurting.
We're in a bad place, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
All right. Let's... First and foremost, before we get to talking about the Raiders, like I said, my name is Murf. I'm the host of this little shindig over here.
We're doing that.
From Michelle's fantastic Spooky Lounge. Dude, over Michelle's Spooky Lounge is fantastic in here, and we can't wait to celebrate spooky season with you guys and talk about the Raiders. So, without further ado, let's turn it over to my best friend and yours, the man that adorns the middle part of the bar here at Michelle's Spooky Lounge. My best friend and yours, his name is Swag Jeff.
It's time and profile.
What up, Swaggo?
I'm fired up to be here, man.
Are you?
Yeah, man, because it's the day before Halloween. It's our Halloween special.
It is.
And
Look
no
at-
place better in the world to be
Frank.
than here in Michelle's Spooky Lounge. And if you didn't know, this is Murf.
My name is Murf, and I got a shout out. I'm drinking out of the
Fourth
Franken.
time he's announced himself. That's why I'm giving him crap.
No, but I'm drinking out of the Frankenstein. Shout out
That's a
Lamont. That's
Frankenstein.
Lamont's
Yeah.
Halloween mug.
Yeah, it
His
is.
mug.
And let me use the
Yeah,
Frankenstein,
he
man.
did.
Isn't that
Yeah,
cool?
respect to Lamont. That's who
to
my
Lamont.
respect for the week is.
We'll give it to
Spoiler
him.
alert.
Yeah.
Spoiler
Lamont.
alert.
It's Lamont.
Lamont, not only, yeah, he's in there watching playing Red Dead Redemption, and he's got his phone up watching the show, or vice versa, or whatever he's
And
doing.
he's
but-
making dinner.
And
so
he's making
shouts out to him.
Come on.
The man
Yeah.
does it all,
He does it
Raider
all.
Nation. He absolutely does it all. So respect to our guy Lamont,
know
who's
my
just
name's
in
Murf?
the other room. I don't know if he heard that, but this is Murf, Raider
I'm Murf.
Nation. Yeah,
Thanks for letting me
it's
drink
Murf.
out of your mug again, Lamont.
Absolutely, absolutely. But so thank goodness we don't do this show alone, Murf. This is Murf. We don't do this show alone. So standing over here to my left, your right, adorning the side of the bar over here is the one and only Michelle Swag.
Hey!
Hi, Michelle.
Just in case we weren't clear, that's Murf. That's Murf. In case anybody was
Michelle, your makeup is on point tonight.
Oh,
Thank
come
you.
on.
Thank
Looks great.
you. I did a lot. I was trying to make it look. My skin was melting. Does it look like that?
It absolutely does.
Yes.
I don't know how it tracks on the camera.
No, it's tracking.
Oh, it looks good. It's tracking.
tracking.
And it works
Thank you.
perfect because we just got done watching the scary movie of the week, which we're going
Oh,
to talk
true,
about.
true,
So
true.
speaking
Yeah,
of skin
yeah.
melting, we'll get to that. But
yeah.
so Raider Nation. So before we kick off the episode proper here and we start talking about the Raiders, because we have to, because it's Raiders Fan Radio. First, let's take our episode number and tie it back to something significant within Raider Nation. Okay, so this is episode number 351.
Right.
And we don't have something to tie back to something significant within Raider Nation because we're mad
Right.
at the Raiders right now.
Yeah.
We're mad.
We're mad at you. We're mad at the Raiders. I'm mad
Yeah.
at the silver and black. It doesn't mean I don't
Yeah.
love you.
That's right.
It doesn't mean I don't love you. But my love for the silver and black and for the Raiders, they'll never waver.
It never will.
But I can be mad at you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I'm mad. I'm
Grandma
mad.
not
I'm
mad,
bothered.
Grandma hurt.
And later we won't be. But today we are.
I feel like I'm going to be mad for a while. I
Come
feel
on,
like
talk about that.
I don't
Let's
even
talk about our
honestly-
feelings.
yeah.
We need the true chicken.
We do need the
Where's
true
the true
chicken.
chicken when
I
you
know.
need it?
You should have brought it.
Well, it's all
We don't
packed
have the
up
true
in the middle of
chicken.
the
Why'd you pack that?
That's
You
right.
should have
Do we
had that on your carry-on.
How about the truth pumpkin or something?
What about the
truth raven?
Raven?
Let's call it a crow.
A crow.
nice.
The
Let's
truth
go with the crow. Let's go
Yeah.
with the truth crow.
Yeah.
All right, Michelle, share your feelings.
So I don't think I'm going to forgive them at all this season. Honestly, okay, we'd have to win out. We'd have to win out for me to change the way that I'm feeling right now. I'm so disappointed. I'm so frustrated. I'm pissed off because they told us they were going to be something that they were not, and they haven't even remotely come close to what they said they were going to do. So they can honestly kiss my ass at this point. So
Oh, wow. I love it.
that's how I
It's
feel.
true. All right.
Okay, there you go.
Pass the crow.
The crow.
Respect to me for holding a bird because I don't. I
Oh,
don't
that's
like
true.
birds.
that's right, yeah.
That's
I
don't like
true.
This is a real spectacular moment for
Yeah,
you.
I'm not mad. I'm just sad. I think Mojo said in the chat. He's sad too. I'm really sad. You know, I haven't been a Raider fan for as long as you guys have been Raider fans. I've been a Raider fan for 5 or 6 seasons now, and I haven't had a season like this yet.
Oh.
I haven't had the 2-win at the
That's right. You
deadline
haven't
kind
had
of
the
year.
2-win, 4-win kind of thing, yeah.
The worst season that I had was last season with Josh McDaniels and all that stuff. And well, I guess it was 2 seasons ago because we finished 6-11. But I haven't had. I mean, it's been bad at times, but not as bad. So
I didn't realize.
So this one is just making me really sad. I will still support the Raiders. I'm going to watch. With respect to you and me for we're traveling down the road
gosh.
this weekend, and we're going to go see the Bengals play the Raiders, and it might get ugly there too. Here's a 351. We're going to win 35-1.
Oh, there you go. You can't score one.
It doesn't matter. It's spooky
You're gonna win
season.
3-51.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
I like that better.
Yeah.
I like it better.
Yeah.
This is Murf.
Hi, I'm Murf.
Tell us your feelings.
Oops, there we go. My feelings are this, that since 2014, here you go, you guys always, not all you guys, it's overblown at this point, but I'm going to still say it. Sometimes we get comments, when are you guys going to talk about the Raiders? Right now! I'm going to talk about the Raiders because since 2014, check this out, and shout out Cousin Sonny for this little bit of tidbit of stats. Since 2014, the Raiders, okay, are currently sitting third worst in the last now 11 years because we are 26th on offense. That's out of 32 teams for those of you keeping track at home. We are 27th on defense. Remember that badass defense we had?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. That was a long time ago. How about in 2018? We were 28th. On offense, and we were 32nd. We were dead last in the league on defense. 2014, second to last in the league on offense, and then again, dead last in defense. So this is now becoming a historically bad Raider team. So, again, to further what your comments were, we are seeing things we haven't seen in the silver and black in a long time, and the silver and black have not been good for a very long time. Sans the blip on the radar in 2021 and of course 2016 before Derek broke his leg and his confidence and his back and his pinky and everything else that happened that season. So, and that's not picking on Derek.
Really brought the party down.
I'm just freaking, I'm throwing it out there.
Really sad.
Now you're really sad.
So this is what it is, and we're going to get into more of this as the show goes on. I do want to hit some contact info, but I want to say that I think I can summarize it by something that I heard this week, okay?
Okay.
And I'm not trying to speak for the three of you, and please jump in if you think otherwise. But I think that one of the reasons that we are feeling the way that we are, not only the three of us here and Michelle's, of course, amazing spooky lounge, but all of those of you that are in the chat room, you're all thinking and feeling the same thing. You heard our coach, who I love still, and I still endorse to be the head coach of this football team. And just my fan opinion, I still think that the man deserved the job. That said, he came out this week and said we are still looking to find an identity for this football team.
I thought he set that identity.
Wasn't
I thought
it ill intent, violence, physicality, pain?
Right.
Were the guys bought in? How did the guys? When are the guys going to buy in? They've already bought in. Everybody's there in the. The identity of this football team was supposedly established in the offseason, and now all of a sudden we're pretending like, no, we're still looking for it. We're still trying to figure this thing out. I don't know. That to me exemplifies the feeling of us as fans on the outside looking in, is that we were told a thing, and then that thing didn't happen, and now they're pretending like that thing never happened. And that to me feels political. It's just, those are the kind of things that you see again in modern politics. It's like, here's what we're going to do. Well, then that thing doesn't happen. Well, we're doing something else, but we're not sure what that is yet. Okay. But I'll save it. But you guys, right? Are you with me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that kind of
I think the reason why I feel so sad is because I feel like in years past when the team has been historically bad, we kind of expected it. We kind of saw the writing on the wall. We saw it coming. We see the people in the building and all that stuff and the coaches and all that we see. But like this season, I really feel bamboozled. I feel hoodwinked. I feel swindled. All these things. I feel like I was really sold a bill of goods that was great. And then it wasn't, right?
Yeah, no, that's literally what happened. I mean, they talked such a big game, and I bought it. Like, we all bought it because it made sense. Like, it was bringing the Raiders back to a place where the Raiders had been before, like all those things we'd heard, and I'm not sure they've done one of those things.
Yeah,
not one of the things.
But
pain in my heart.
Well, we did against the Ravens.
Well, yeah.
That was a long
But I think, was that God, does that feel like that was last season? I mean, doesn't it feel like it was last season?
But why wouldn't
I literally broke the Raven's toe or claw foot.
Oh no.
Talon? Is that a talon? I'm sorry, Michelle.
Don't be
it's
sorry.
Right here, I got it.
It was actually already missing one, I think.
Look,
I mean, maybe it was. It was missing its back. Okay, no, I broke. It's all good.
I broke the middle one.
It's okay. Halloween's over tomorrow, so yeah.
That's fine.
Sorry about that,
Give him the finger or
but
the toe.
you talked about buying in.
Yeah,
but
and I thought everybody did.
Who didn't buy in? As far as fans go as well. who wouldn't buy in? We saw the resume on the grass that was last season. We saw the team rally. We saw the team get fired up. We saw players that weren't performing under Josh McDaniels start performing under Antonio Pierce.
Yeah, Jack Jones.
We saw all these things.
But you know what I mean.
But we saw these things start to happen. That's the best
Yeah.
example. We saw things start to happen, and then he starts hollering, violence, physicality, ill intent, pain, all these things. And so, I don't feel like no one should blame themselves for buying into that, because that was what we saw on the field. Yeah. We saw a badass defense. We saw an offense.
We were there. We saw him close it out against the freaking Broncos.
We hear AP, which we started that chant. Me and this is Murf.
That's Murf.
I'm Murf.
Yeah, this is Murf. But so we saw all these things happen, and then to see the same, that happens every week. But we saw these things, and for the majority of the same people that were in the building last year, to see such a different result is just, it's mind-blowing.
Yeah, it's almost like AP, the way AP was talking is the way that he wanted it to look, but the way that they're playing is the way Minshew gives his his pressers. Geez. He's just so and I'm not saying, that's just his personality, I get it, but sometimes listening to him is this is exactly how they're playing. Just nonchalant, lackadaisical.
Laissez-faire, as the kids say.
The kids absolutely say that.
Absolutely say laissez-faire.
Of all the words they've ever said, that's the one that they say.
All right, well, I feel like this has been cathartic.
Yes, that felt good. That felt good.
And we're just scratching the surface.
We started to talk about the Chiefs game.
We got... Maybe. We got a lot to get to tonight, Raider Nation, so thanks again for joining us tonight live. My name is Murf, if you haven't heard, and I co-host this show called Raiders Fan Radio from Michelle's Spooky Lounge. And so we appreciate you joining us live tonight for this episode. Swag Jeff, let's kick off the top of the show, but we can't do that without first hearing some contact info from the legendary Uncle Mosh.
Let's do that.
Woo! Woo! Hey, Raider Nation! You got your old Uncle Mosh here with an updated contact info. So sit up, zip up, shut up, and pay attention. You can call us at 909-345-3346, or as Murf would say it, 909-345-3346. How about emailing me? You want to email me? Email me at show@RaidersFanRadio.com.
Let's just not talk about the Queefs game.
Or what about reaching out to us on some of that social media stuff Swaggy likes?
You turn down for us. No,
Try Facebook at Raiders Fan Radio Podcast. The Twit at Twitter at Raiders Fan Radio. Insta something. Instagram at Raiders Fan Radio. The tiki-tiki-taki-talk. TikTok at Raiders Fan Radio. Or what about the Twitch? Some of you out there twitching. Anyway, Twitch at Raiders Fan Radio. Or if you don't like that, go to the YouTube. America, go to the YouTube. YouTube.com/Raiders Fan Radio. Oh my God, if that wasn't enough, go to your podcast provider and search Raiders Fan Radio. Holy crap, that was a lot.
Good. Oh, nicely done.
That was solid.
Nicely done. I appreciate you, Raider Nation, checking in with us for this episode of Raiders Fan Radio. Swag Jeff, shout out the chat room, and then please read what Jordan Ford wrote in there about the T's and P's.
Absolutely. So Mojo is in there. Wild West Raider. Our good friend Raider 27 is in there. Martin's in there. SoCal Sal. Jordan Ford. Paul.
Oh, where's your email, Paul?
Yeah, Paul, we didn't get an email from you.
Well, that's kind of our fault, though.
Yeah.
It might be.
We had some technical difficulties, not only with our email this week, but also with the OneNationFoundation.net website that we're still trying to get figured out. I'll save you all the boring details, but Google Workspace and Squarespace merged, and it created like duplicate accounts for us, and it's been a mess for us trying to figure it out. We've got the email portion of it figured out, though, so now if you email us at show@RaidersFanRadio.com, it'll come through. So, Paul, if you didn't work this week, it will work now. And then as far as our foundation website, we're still working on getting that up, but you can still donate by going to RaidersFanRadio.com and do what, Jeff?
You click the One Nation Foundation tab, and it'll take you straight to that page, and you see the donate buttons literally all over that page. You can click that, it'll take you direct to our PayPal, and you can do that. And of course, 100% of that money goes to the One Nation Foundation. We appreciate all the super chats that come in, but Google takes their cut. So our preferred way to donate to the One Nation Foundation is direct through that link.
Absolutely. So thank you very
Also,
much. Please,
Trinidad said, did you get my email? If you sent an email, send it now, like send it again, and I can just read it from my phone.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
so if you did send it, just shoot it to me again, because nothing came. I didn't get an email from anybody.
Yeah, our server was down all the time. So, but we're up now, and so send that. And Michelle.
Oh, Paul too said he's going to send his.
Okay, perfect.
Yes,
that
send
way
it
we can
now,
get your emails. And then Michelle, if you don't mind, so Swag Jeff mentioned that 100% of the money that we get through direct donations, merchandise sales, any of that goes to the One Nation Foundation and supporting Raiders-related charities. Talk a little bit about that, please.
So the Bolitnikoff Foundation is the big one that we give to, and this past year, not this past year, it feels like a year ago,
I know,
but
it was like
in
a month
September
ago.
we were there.
Yeah.
We presented a check there. We also give to Raider Dad, which does so many incredible things and takes kids with their parental figures to Raiders games, and they do the tailgates, and they just really let the kids just be kids and let the parents just be parents, or the parental figures. And then we've given to the Max Crosby Foundation. Is there one that I'm missing, or is that it?
We've given to Stable
We've given
XOS.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We gave to Kenny King's mom.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And our buddy Josh with his
with the van. With the van.
That's right. Yeah.
Absolutely. So various Raiders-related charities. So 100% of the money that comes in, we give that away. So appreciate you, Raider Nation. Once again, go to RaidersFanRadio.com, hit the One Nation Foundation tab, hit the donate button, and 100% of that money that you donate there goes straight to the One Nation Foundation, supporting Raiders-related charities. And we've got some big stuff coming up this year, and we're being 2025, and we're thinking. I'm just throwing it out there, and you know what? I'm going to speak it into existence.
Okay.
This could be the biggest year by far for the foundation.
I like
Based
that.
on not only everything that you
talk
guys
that
are
talk,
doing, but our buddy Scott Gilbranson and what he and Silver and Black Today are doing to help out the One Nation Foundation. We could be seeing a banner year for Raiders-related charities, and we can't do that without you all. And so even if you can't monetarily support the foundation, all we ask is for a like, a subscribe, a thumbs up, a retweet, tell your Raider friends about Raiders Fan Radio. Just help support this show, and it's not about supporting the show and us per se, is that it's to lift up the awareness of this show, because that generates advertising opportunities and revenue generation, which we give away through the One Nation Foundation. So if you would do us a favor, hit a like, hit a subscribe, again, thumbs up, any of that stuff, audio, video, anywhere that you can support Raiders Fan Radio, we just ask for your endorsement, please. Even if you don't watch it, just freaking please, just hit the button.
Press the damn button, nerd.
Press the damn button, man, because it really does. It makes a big difference. Without those eyes and those thumbs up and those views and downloads and all those amazing things that you do to support Raiders Fan Radio, we've got Underdog. Do you have Underdog ready to go tonight?
I can.
Okay, good. We've got Underdog Fantasy going tonight. We've got Magic Mind coming back on board.
Hey.
We've got some amazing sponsors of this show. And again, can't do that without you. So anyways, hit a break there, Swag Jeff. Do you want to do Underdog now, or you need a minute on it?
No, yeah, I need a minute. But first, I want to talk about what Jordan Ford said in the chat.
Oh, please do. I know, I went on a full tangent there.
You went on a full
Get
tangent.
it.
But
Good.
oh, thank you.
Yeah.
He said T's and P's. He wants some T's and P's, which tacos and pizza, if you don't know, if you're new to the show. So we said if the Raiders aren't going to start winning, if it's not going to be entertaining, we may not want to talk about them as much. And so we said, well, let's start a podcast about tacos and pizza.
Okay.
You know, so kick it off. This is episode 1.
All right, here we go. Episode 1 of the T's and P's podcast.
I love T's and P's. I love
T's and P's. All right, so here's my question to you guys. So T's and P's being tacos and pizza, 2 of the most fabulous foods that's ever been created, if not the 2 most fabulous foods. So I pose this question to the 2 of you and also to the chat room. We have already established that tacos and pizza are 1A and 1B of some of the most glorious foods that's ever been created.
Yeah.
If you had to give one up, if you had to give one up, Which one, Michelle? Putting you on the spot. Which one would you choose to give up?
I would give up. Oh my gosh, that's asking me to give up one of my kids. Okay, let me figure this out. No, seriously. I would.
Good thing you didn't ask me that, because that's an easier answer for that.
I would give up pizza.
You know which one you'd give?
I know which one of the kids.
Well, I was just trying to be kind.
And I'm never going to tell which one, so they can sit in their rooms going, "Oh man, was Dad talking about
They're
me?"
texting each other. Who it was you?
Yeah.
I would give up pizza.
You would.
I would.
Pizza's the one you would give up.
I would give up pizza.
Okay.
I mean, I would be really, really sad.
Why? Give us a little bit of a reason.
Because I could eat pizza every day too, but I think you could do pizza a million different ways too. I just love tacos. I don't know. I just really love tacos. And if Taco Wapo stays open, I could eat every day Taco Wapo.
There you go.
So.
Okay.
I would give up tacos.
That's a tough one.
You'd give up tacos?
I'd give up tacos.
Oh.
I'd give up
so
tacos.
it's down to me for the tiebreaker.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, and the reason for that is when I'm drunker than a bicycle, I'm not reaching for tacos. I'm reaching for a pizza. I'm reaching for a pie. Reaching for a pie, man.
Shout out Slice of Vegas.
Shout out Slice
out.
of Vegas,
Man.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. And don't get me wrong, I love me a good taco. Love me some tacos. I don't care if it comes from. Hey. Love me a good taco, man. But there's nothing better. Any time of day,
Every
night,
time you
whatever.
say it, it gets funnier and funnier.
Every time.
Yeah, absolutely. I love me a good taco, bro.
Well.
Yeah, I get down with a good taco.
We're gonna clip that. We're gonna clip that, and we're gonna play it over and over.
But ain't nothing better than a slice of pie, bro. Come on.
Hey. All right, so this is going against my Italian heritage and my passion.
Oh,
well,
no.
of course I'm part Mexican too, but so I guess I got both. I got the pizza and the taco gene. But my passion is pizza. I love to make my own dough, love to make my own pizza. You guys know, you've been over a million times, and we made a lot of homemade pizzas. But I would give up pizza over tacos, and here's why. There's more versatility in a taco, and you can be pretty healthy.
That was
and
another
eat tacos.
reason.
Oh, was that what? Health was in
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, if I have to give one up, like, I'm going to give up the thing that's more detrimental to my health, because there's not really like a healthy way to make pizza. And save me all the you can do it with cauliflower crust, and you can do that. Then you're not having pizza anymore.
No,
but you can
that's
take
a
corn
salad.
tortillas and have a nice protein in there
protein.
with a little bit of onion, little bit of cilantro,
vegetables,
squeeze a lime on top of it.
Corn tortilla.
It's amazing, and it's pretty freaking healthy.
Yeah.
So while I would say that I think my more favorite, if I had to pick one, as far as like hitting the palate, pizza hits my palate more than a taco. But as far as like, if I had to give it up and say never again, give me the tacos, man, because it's not only
y'all's descriptions just made me feel a certain kind of way. I'm gonna stick with my answer, but
I'm telling. The more
tacos, no,
and the more simple the taco, the better. Like I said, like a protein, and I left out a little bit of hot sauce.
Oh,
that's it. That's
that green, the green sauce. That's my
the green sauce. Like whenever we go to Oscar's Taco Shop. What do you want? Give me the rojo and the frickin' and the verde, man. Like, give me them both. I love them both, but yeah, that green.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Everyone says they're hungry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone says they're hungry.
Now I am up to San Lamont to Taco Wapo now.
And the chat is more lively now than it has been the last 3 weeks. So I'm gonna call it this. I'm gonna say that the first episode of the T's and P's podcast. Success. Look for more of this, especially as our Raiders continue to shit the bed.
Yes.
All right, so Jeff, hit a break for us, and then let's talk about the Raiders.
Well, let's talk about Underdog.
Okay,
let's do that first.
Hi, this is AJ Cole from the Las Vegas Raiders, and you're listening to Murf, Mosh, and Swag Jeff on Raiders Fan Radio. Just win, baby.
Hey, what's up? It's Brockman from the Rich Eisen Show.
And it's Del Tufo from the Rich Eisen Show.
You're listening to Murf and Mosh on Raiders Fan Radio. Yes!
Raider Nation, I have a wonderful message coming to you today by our good friends at Underdog Fantasy. So Underdog Fantasy is the place to play if you're a sports fan looking to win money while watching sports. With over 5 million happy players and over $2 billion won, Underdog makes it fun and easy to cash in on all your favorite athletes' performances. Compete with other players just by selecting higher or lower on 2 or more players' stats, and you could win up to 1,000 times your money. So every turn, every touchdown, it turns into a win with Underdog. So if you think Brock Bowers is going to rack up higher than 1 receiving touchdown next week, what do you think? Maybe Zeus might get under 20 rushing yards because he's having a rough season. Cook up some entries for a shot to win real prizes all football season long. Underdog is the best place to cash in on all your takes this football season. Which players are going to go off? Which ones are going to go ice cold? Make your entries in just a few taps and turn your sports opinions into real money. And hey, for all you Dodgers fans, any Yankees fans out there and stuff like that too, you can bet higher or lower on that as well. It's the World Series, man. So I don't know if I can say World Series in that, but I just did. So you can play on that with higher or lower on that. So Murf plays that all the time. And Murf, I'm going to bring Murf in. This is Murf. He's the host of Raiders Fan Radio. So tell us a little bit about what you played this week.
I like to place higher, typically on yards for players like Josh Allen to go higher on passing yards, or Jamar Chase to go higher on receiving yards.
Yeah.
And I also like to place higher on players to score more than 1 touchdown. So like Derrick Henry has been a great player. James Cook for the Bills has been a great one. And so I really like to play those. It's fun to like play the higher because it doesn't have anything in relation to the game outcome. It's placing it on based on that player's performance, which has been a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm Murf.
Thank you, Murf. Thank you, Murf. So download the app today and use promo code Murf. That is M-U-R-F, Murf, to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash.
Hey, that's me.
That's Murf right there. So like I said, download the app today. Use promo code Murf. That is M-U-R-F to get $1,000.
Did you call me again?
Nope, I didn't.
I'm Murf.
Yeah, you are. Use promo code Murf. That is M-U-R-F to get up to $1,000 in bonus play instantly. Thank you very much.
Did you call me again? I'm Murf.
Yep. Every stat, every touchdown, everything, you just go higher or lower. It's that simple. It's easy to play. Win all the money on the face of the earth. Thank you to our good friends at Underdog Fantasy.
Murf? Is that? No, I'm Murf.
Just Murf.
Nobody enjoyed a good Donnybrook more than 6th-year linebacker Phil Villapiano.
Linebacker, number 41, Phil Villapiano.
This is Phil Villapiano, and you're listening to Raiders Fan Radio.
Hey Raider Nation, this is Max Crosby from the Oakland Raiders.
And goes down, and Max Crosby, who forced a fumble last week.
You're listening to Murf, Mosh, and Swag Jeff on Raiders Fan Radio. Thank you so much. Just win, baby.
You know, Swag, Jeff, and Michelle,
Yeah.
you know, there's a lot going on this week sporting-wise. Like, outside of the fact that it's football season, we've also seen the NBA season kick off, and then there's also the World Series going on. And I know that there are so many Southern California Raider fans, but some of us Northern California Raider fans don't like the teams that are playing. I hate the Yankees. I hate the Dodgers. And meanwhile, Michelle is over there dancing with her Dodgers license plate.
Hey!
Representing Southern California Dodger fans.
Let's
Talk
go.
about that, Michelle.
Okay, so it is exciting.
If you and Lamont were to have another kid, would you name it Freddie Freeman?
Oh, 1,000%. Oh my gosh, because I know this is a Raiders podcast, I get it, but we were all sitting and watching when he hit that grand slam, 2 outs, bases loaded, in
That's like
extra
a
innings
dream.
already.
Yes.
It's a dream
It made
for a
history,
player.
but it made history as the first time it ever happened.
Yeah.
And Devin was here, his girlfriend was here, and we were just like, it was unreal. And then he's hit a home run in every single game so far. Like he's, and Lamont's sad because my husband is a Braves fan, and you know he came from the Braves to go to the Dodgers.
Yeah.
But Lamont's happy that
At least your team.
we have him. So at least I have
That's right.
You got something.
something.
You got something.
At least have
Well, that's where I feel like I got the Warriors. Like the Warriors are killing it.
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
The Warriors are awesome, and we've won a bunch of championships of recent history, and so Michelle's got her Dodgers. At least I got the Warriors.
Yeah.
Swag Jeff.
The Predators? What are the Predators?
The Predators?
No, they suck.
Oh,
Yeah.
They suck. I ain't got shit.
Well, you got UT football.
I got UT football.
Charlie's
UT's playing Alabama.
team was also really
Georgia?
good, right?
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Wildcats.
Shout out the Wildcats.
But is UT playing
UT?
Georgia this week?
It's
coming up.
It's coming up.
It's coming up.
Yep. I don't know who they play this week. I'm a bad fan.
I was going to say.
Okay, I'm
He's
focused
sad.
on the
All
Raiders.
right.
I'm focused on the Raiders.
All right, here we go. Let's talk about the Raiders.
Yeah, we
Only because we have to. Let's talk about this game against the Chiefs. I think that let's keep it quick and concise, guys. Like for real.
Yeah.
Like, and I know that we need to talk about the Raiders, but and we often joke around here about not talking about the Raiders, but I mean for real though, it's such a heartbreaker that we talked about at the top of the show. This season has been such a U-turn and such a letdown based on everything that we were told, and not only everything we were told, but Jeff made a great point that everything that we saw and the way that we saw the Raiders team adapt the identity of Antonio Pierce in the first game that he coached as the interim head coach against the Giants. We were there for it. We saw that team come out and play inspired and beat the hell out of the Giants. We saw the Raiders beat Kansas City in Kansas City. We saw us hang 63 on the freaking Chargers. We saw the Raiders beat the Denver Broncos at the end of the year. We saw that team finish 5-4. Everybody was playing inspired and then have come out completely flat and completely subverted the expectations of what it is to be a Raider fan this year. And that's just the bottom line, that we all had these high hopes for what this team was going to be, and it's fell short on every count, including to the idea that I'm embarrassed, and I said this last show too, and I really want to drive this one home, is that I'm embarrassed the idea that I bought into it, because not only did we see it, but then we were told it, and so it was like everything was there, everything was represented in this offseason, and I was on these microphones months ago, 3-4 months ago, and when people were speculating about the Davante Adams trade, and this isn't about Davante, is the idea is that I said that the only way the Raiders would be willing to trade a Davante Adams was if we were 2-6 going into the trade deadline. Y'all, we're going to be 2-7. 2-7 going into the trade deadline, because I'll be shocked if we go into Cincinnati and beat Cincinnati. My heart is out for the two of you all, and for your son Devin, who's never seen the Raiders win in person. Like, the three of us have seen some great Raider wins. That poor kid, man, has never seen the Raiders win. And so to take a road trip and to go see him get spanked in frickin' Cincinnati by the Bengals, a team that's trying to find their own way, and don't you know, this will be their get-right game against the Raiders. The point being, though, is that here we are. Actually, I take that back. We're going to be 2-6 heading into the trade deadline, 2-7 heading into the bye, should we lose to the Bengals. And at this point, I'm not about the whole tank thing. I don't love that idea, and I don't think that there's a world where you as a professional athlete or a professional organization will ever intentionally set out to lose football games. It sends awful messaging not only to your fan base, but to your team and the people that are there. These guys are competing for their jobs and their livelihood. That idea that we're just going to send you out there to lose, that's never going to exist in the realm of professional sports. But what will exist is that, okay, can we try out some things maybe that aren't working? So try some new things to combat against the things that aren't working, but yet we haven't seen any of that either. And I'll get into the Luke Getsy thing, and we'll get more into the nuts and bolts of this here in a minute. But Jeff, I think the overriding message that I'm taking from this Raiders team is that they weren't what we thought they were.
Right.
They're unapologetically who they are, which sucks, because you would like to hear a little bit more remorse, a little more contrite position, and that the idea that just pretending that, oh yeah, no, we didn't expect all that. We're still trying to find out who we are. No, you that's not what happened. That's not what happened. You can't say a thing and expect us to just forget it and just buy you at your word, because your word is shit, because your word rang hollow. You know what I'm saying? I'm rambling at this point. Let's go to you, Jeff. But that idea that as Michelle said, bamboozled, you said that, sold a bill of goods. It just feels disingenuous. And I think that's the hardest part. I'll wrap it up by saying this. That's the hardest part for me as a Raider fan to absorb, is that everything that happened last year on the field, the resume on the grass, and all the commentary off in this whole offseason through the entire process, from quarterbacks to Davante to Antonio Pierce getting the full-time job, all of it feels disingenuous. It's a fugazi, right? Shout out Goodfellas. It's all one big goddamn fugazi. It's all been a bunch of bullshit, and I don't know what else to do with the rest of this season, unless, like what Michelle said, unless they just flip it on its head and win out.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't. If I were you.
Damn, sorry, bro. I had to get that off my chest, man.
No, it's okay.
Shit.
It's okay. Don't be embarrassed.
Don't
be embarrassed for buying in. Because I bought in, she bought in, you bought in, you bought in. Everybody bought in. Because why the hell not? We saw the resume on the grass, like I said earlier. We saw this team do amazing things to band together, to completely flip the culture on its head, to bring back the Raider way. We had freaking alumni in the locker room chanting and ranting and raving, and they all wanted Antonio Pierce. And I wanted Antonio Pierce, and you wanted Antonio Pierce. Everybody on the planet that roots for the silver and black wanted Antonio Pierce as their head coach, except for just a couple of you guys. But, there's no reason at all to be embarrassed for buying in. Just feel bamboozled. Feel hoodwinked. Feel tricked. It's trick or treat season. Feel tricked, man, because that's how I
feel like a trick, all right.
Yeah, we all got tricked. Yeah.
I mean, right?
Oh, yeah. No,
catching her mid-drink.
No,
it's like when the server comes up to the table. Is everything okay? Oh,
mouth's full. The thing that hurts, what hurts the most? Just kidding. The thing that really hurts is almost embarrassing. Actually, it doesn't even hurt. It's embarrassing that Antonio Pierce set this bar. Like, this is it. This is what we're doing. I'm not taking anything less than this. This is the bar. This is the line. And now he's like moving it. Like, okay, wait, y'all aren't ready. Okay, y'all aren't ready. Okay, we'll just back the line up. Let's lower the bar.
Sure.
Let's just,
right. Moving the goalpost, as the kids say.
Yeah. And it's like, you set this standard that this is what the team was going to be, and everybody claimed to have bought in, that all the players appeared to have bought in, and we are not getting any level of the standard that was set. And it's disheartening, because how many seasons are we going to have to continue to buy in? Like, I watch football, I watch almost every game that comes on, and you watch other teams turn things around kind of quickly, quicker than the Raiders ever have. And you're like, what are they doing different? What is the deciding factor? What is different for them? How are they have creative play calling and creative things happening on the field, and then we have run, pass, punt, run, how does everyone else seem to get it? I mean, everybody doesn't. I know there's other shitty teams. I understand that. But we're really shitty. Yeah. And that's the worst.
Well, and those teams are devoid of talent.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing that, when you look at this Raider team.
We weren't that far away.
We weren't that far away. And when you look at position by position, and listen, I understand that we have a deficiency at quarterback. I understand that there are offensive line positions or two. I understand that when you lose Christian Wilkins in the middle, I get it, Raider Nation. I'm not sitting here trying to apologize for the roster, because I understand that we lack depth in some positions. But when you look at it on paper, compared to past, just compare us to us, right? Not even trying to compare us to other teams in the NFL. When you compare this version of the Raiders versus other versions of the Raiders, this is way better than a 2-win football team. So where's the disconnect? Where does this thing fall apart? And it's real easy to go to Antonio Pierce, because he's now the figurehead, and he adopted that moniker and that status within this organization, and we responded to it in this offseason. That, again, going back to the things that we have said, and we are always accountable to the words that come out of our mouth on these microphones. I said in the offseason, there is one person responsible for the cultural change within the Raiders organization, and that was Antonio Pierce. And 100%. He was 100% responsible for the reversal of the trajectory of this organization that was going down a path with Josh McDaniels, and AP flipped that sumbitch right around and went right backwards and drove that Impala right the other way, and it was a different Raider team. So if we're going to award him the credit for that, we also have to award him the criticism for where this is, because now it's flipped back around, and now guess what? He's got almost the same record as Josh McDaniels did. So You know what I'm saying? So I think
he has a worse record.
I think
now,
it's
right
worse.
now it's one worse.
Yeah, it's one worse.
6-11 versus 7-10 or whatever.
Yeah, but when Josh McDaniels got fired, we were 3-5.
Well, yeah, but you're talking about this season. Yeah, but I'm talking about collective. I'm talking about like collective resume.
Okay.
Collective resume, I think they're one game off. But anyways, point being though, it's effectively the same. Okay, in the same amount of games. So the idea that, but he's not solely responsible, and here's where, if our voices ever got to Antonio Pierce and to Coach AP, I would implore him to consider the idea that I'm all about loyalty. Like I'm a loyal guy. Like that's when Valerie and I talk about some of the traits that we look for in other people and like the most valued things that we have in terms of, connections and relationships. Like loyalty is like, that's about number one for me. Like loyalty above a lot of things. That said, if Antonio Pierce is loyal to a guy like Luke Getsy, who's continually failing this football team, and you're going to do it at the cost of your own demise, listen, man, this ain't show friends, right? These are three friends right here. This loyalty can ride high for the three of us. We ain't working together. If this was our job and Swaggo wasn't cutting it, I'd be like, hey, bro, we got to talk, man.
Yeah.
We got to get this shit right.
Right.
And if you can't get this shit right, man, I love you. I love working with you, but I got to turn the play calling over to Michelle. I hope you understand.
Yep.
Right? Like, that's, oops, am I muting anything? I don't know. Oop, I don't know what I did there. Anyways, but that's the bottom line, though, is that it's all about the business side of it. And so while I can appreciate a guy like AP and his loyalty, if it's fit, he's going to pull you down with him. And it's the most obvious, glaring example of a failure in coaching. And Antonio Pierce chose him. And I'd save me though, like, oh yeah, but he wanted Cliff Kingsbury. Yeah, but he didn't get him. And ultimately, he decided who the offensive coordinator was going to be for this football team. And Luke Getsy is awful.
He's terrible. He's terrible.
And listen, some of you Twitter coaches, like, save me the whole, like, okay, Murf, be specific. Tell me exactly what it is that you don't like about Luke Getsy's system. Tell me what his system is. Explain to me about the playbook. And like, all you guys, not all you guys, but some of you on the X there, sit up on your freaking Twitter throne, like thinking that you're gonna like punk me on Twitter, like blow me, dude. Like, it's so stupid. It's so goddamn stupid.
Yeah. No, literally though.
Yeah. For real though. Like, stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sitting here trying to pretend like, oh, I know the playbook, or oh, I'm sitting in the coaches meetings and oh, here's exactly what the Raiders need to do. I'm not a tape guy. I'm not a film guy. I'm a goddamn football fan in the spookiest of lounges.
You have eyes. You have eyes.
That's what I'm talking about, Michelle.
You don't have to know the playbook. You don't know the plays. You just have to be able to see that doing the same thing over and over again isn't
We were averaging 1.1 yards a carry.
Yeah.
Right.
And inside the 5 yard line, on the 1 yard line, we run 3 times.
Yeah.
And then throw on 4th down. And you got the baddest ass Brock Bowers.
Gosh.
We were told in the offseason, Brock Bowers is unguardable.
Yeah.
Unguardable in the red zone. And you can't find his ass in the second half?
Yep.
Give me a break, man.
Yep.
So if you don't fire Luke Getsy as of tomorrow, Antonio Pierce, you're just as culpable, and Mark Davis, you're just as culpable, and everybody that's responsible for the performance of this football team and the decision-making of this coaching staff, you're all culpable, and it's all bullshit. And as of right now, fire them all. Like, for real. Like, none of you are off limits. Who you want to save? Rob Ryan? Fine. I'm all right. I love me some Rob.
Yeah, but I've heard that he's one of the guys that's collecting a paycheck and not doing shit.
Well, then fire his ass too.
Give it his ass.
And if it's Patrick Graham, I just read you the numbers earlier. We have the 27th ranked defense, and I understand the offense is not putting the defense in position to win football games, but still, we got the 27th ranked defense, and we got players taking time off. I understand we have a lot of injuries, but point being, the Raider Nation, is that you see a very few inspired football plays coming from this team, and a lot of lackadaisical effort and energy coming from this football team. And when you're 2-6 and you just lost to your arch rival, and now you haven't won a game in the division, and you're gonna lose again going into Cincinnati, and then you got your bye week, what the hell are you gonna do, Raiders? What the hell are you gonna do? You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna finish with 2 goddamn wins, and you're gonna draft a bullshit quarterback. And save me the whole idea of like, oh, we're gonna get Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders. You know what? They're both probably gonna suck, because the time to get a quarterback was last year. We better sell the farm to get a Michael Penix or something like that, or even Hendon Hooker, for crying out loud, because of this draft. The one time the Raiders are going to get a top 5 draft pick, then we need a quarterback. The quarterbacks are going to suck. And like, And I see Cam Ward. I get it, man. I get it. He's had some plays, but I see a lot of quarterbacks in this draft that have shit games for 3 quarters, have one drive, and then the announcers go, "Oh my gosh, it's a Heisman Trophy winner." Save it, man. All right, I'm done. I got it. I get it. Fuck.
And okay, Twitter guys. So 20 minutes ago, at the start of Murph's rant, he was talking about guys on Twitter talking about, well, explain to me specifics.
My wig, man.
Shut up. Explain it.
He got hot.
It's my turn. My turn. So Murf was talking a couple minutes ago. He was talking about the guy that was talking about yeah, you are. You're friggin' Murf, all right. The guy on Twitter that was talking to you about, well, name me specifics of why you don't like Luke Getsy. Name me the specifics of what you do like about Luke Getsy, minus the first drive of any game. Because the first drive of every game, he should just run those specific plays every single time, no matter what. Just the rest of the game, just call that same scheme every single time. But for whatever reason, he gets away from it. We see Brock Bowers had an amazing game against the Chiefs for the first drive or two, and then it goes away. Why do we get the ball at the 6-yard line or whatever to tie this game or to take the lead or whatever it was after that Trayvon Merrick interception, and we run it up the middle 3 times, and then Gardner Minshew gets happy feet and runs straight into a sack? I can name you a billion reasons why I don't like Luke Getsy's system. The countless throws behind the line of scrimmage, the slow developing plays, the delayed handoffs in the freaking red zone. It's just unbelievable what this guy's doing. And Antonio Pierce, like you said, if he's going to be loyal to a guy like Luke Getsy, then your ass is going to get fired too. And if I don't understand why these leadership positions, these assistant coaches that Antonio Pierce has brought in, guys like Marvin Lewis, Joe Philbin, all these guys, Tom Coughlin, why these guys aren't saying something to him. These guys, if these guys are just collecting paychecks, then get them the F out of the building as well, because they ain't doing shit. I ain't seen anything but negativity and decline since all these guys have gotten to the building, and maybe it's because they couldn't handle their jobs, and that's why all of them were without a job in the first freaking place. Come on, man. So, get these guys out of the building. Let Antonio Pierce run his freaking game. Last year, none of these guys were in the building, and we were successful. We saw a badass Antonio Pierce coach team, and now we don't see shit but a bunch of damn pansies.
Yeah, it feels like, and I know that was good. Yeah, that deserves some clapping. It feels like Minshew, because I know Minshew's not the greatest quarterback.
Let's talk about quarterbacks.
I totally get that he's not the greatest quarterback. I understand that.
Absolutely.
But one thing that he did have that we're not seeing is that he can make things happen so it almost feels like when Hunter Renfrow was sort of stifled and told to do it a certain way, and he literally dropped off. Minshew, it feels like, I don't know if he's, obviously he knows the playbook, or they wouldn't have picked him to be the quarterback. So why does he look so terrible? And I know he's not the best quarterback in the league, I get that, but he had a level of making things happen that we haven't seen, and he almost looks nervous and scared, and he just looks odd. And so what is it about the staff that is impressing upon him the weight of the world, or whatever's happening, what's happening for him to not be what we've seen him do? He's been in the league long enough that we've been able to see what he can do. We've not seen it. What is the staff doing to prevent him from being who he can be?
I think that's a great call out, Michelle, and I would respond to it with this, is that I think that there is a level of decision making amongst the offensive staff that I will forever criticize coaches that have a quote system. Well, again, whatever that thing is, and I don't know, and Twitter guy out there studying playbooks, you'll know what it is, so you decide for yourself. But the bottom line is this, is that if you say, okay, I'm going to run wide plays, okay? I'm going to run way outside tackles because that's going to create space because they're playing in tight and I want to get out there, right? I want to exploit, or a wide 9, so they're spread out. I want to get my guy out there to be able to take advantage of a corner. Or I'm going to delay the handoff, Jeff, as you mentioned. I'm going to delay the handoff and give my running back time. Because in a zone read, okay, I got to find out where's the thing breaking down at, where's my hole, and then that's where I'm going to go. Okay, fine.
Pause.
On paper, theoretically, that makes great sense.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work. So, is there a breakdown on offensive line that they're not able to hold blocks? Is it a breakdown in the decision making of your running back that they're not able to be able to make that decision to be quickly? When somebody asked me on again, go back to the X there, and they're like, "What do you think the next play is going to be?" And I'm like, probably a delayed handoff just for them to recognize which one of the gaps that Chris Jones is exploiting, and then run into that for a loss.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you know? What's the next play? Frickin' Madison gets the ball, staggers a step. Here comes Chris Jones, steps into it, boom. That's it. The end.
It.
And it's like, so if those aren't working, Luke Getsy, then why not establish something different? Here's a concept. Line up under center and turn around and give it to the guy.
Right.
Run a power game. There's got to be something that can be figured out there, but instead, this offensive staff is staying married to the quote system, being married to the concept. I'll just say that. Better word than using system.
Yeah.
The concepts. They're staying married to the concepts that aren't working. So why not deviate from that? Why not deviate? When we deviated in the fourth quarter against the Ravens and started pressing the line of scrimmage and passing down past the line of scrimmage, what happened? Brock Bowers got loose. Offense looked good. Minshew was in a rhythm. We scored points. We win a football game. What have we done since then? Back to the same old shit. Right? And we saw the footage of Antonio Pierce getting in Luke Getsy's face, which we assumed that he was telling him, like, hey, man, change your shit up. Let's do something different.
Well, who knows? Maybe he was telling him good job.
Right?
At this point.
I don't know. I keep muting stuff. I keep
That's
breaking.
okay. That's okay.
Anyways, I'm done wrapping up.
No, it's okay. I mean, but like you said, this system, this scheme, whatever you want to call it, if those things aren't working, you said if the offensive line isn't blocking, if the quarterback isn't making the right decisions, if the running back isn't reading the right holes, all those things, right now, all of those things are happening. Mm-hmm. It's called the perfect storm, Murf. All those things are happening right now. So, like, at what point does even Luke Getsy, I mean, how can he be proud of the product that he's putting onto the field?
That's a great question.
How are you not wanting to be like, oh, shit, like, I need to change something?
Everything.
Well, and Michelle, and here's my question. This is something I was thinking about the other day as I'm driving. I'm listening to Silver and Black Today. Shout out Scott and Mo.
There you go.
I'm driving Silver and Black Today. We're talking about Luke Getsy and talking about his failures and all this kind of stuff. And I'm thinking, like, at what point do you just, as an employee, recognize that your performance is so low that you're at a risk of being fired, yet you're staying married to what you're doing? Mm-hmm. Make that, or not, but comment on that. Like, it makes no sense to me. Like, I have enough self-awareness. You do too. If I'm in the workplace and I realize, like, man, I'm kind of down. The performance is down. I'm not really doing a great job. I need to change this thing up or be better or do something different because I don't want to get fired. Homie is this close to being fired and still stays in the lane. Like, it breaks my brain.
He seems oblivious to, and if he's then blaming the players because they're not executing, that's still on him. Like, that's still, because if you don't have the players to execute what you need, change what you're trying to execute, and then see if they're more capable of executing that. Like, it's almost, you said when, now's the time to get rid of him because he's not doing anything anyway. So what do we got to lose? Let me come call the plays, like let anyone up in, let Chucky or not, let the bear that Snucky the Raider Bear, let him call the plays, let that happen because you're not doing your job anyway. Why the hell are you getting paid if you're not doing your job? You don't do your jobs at work, you're gonna get fucking fired. Oh, sorry. You're gonna get fired. Like, why is he there? Why is he there? And it's so glaringly obvious that it's a him problem. Like, everybody can see it. No one is, I haven't seen one person saying, give Getsy a chance. He's like, give him a minute. He's cooking. He's not cooking. Nobody's fucking taking up for that guy.
Hold up. Let him suck.
No. Hold up. Let him suck. He's sucking. Okay, I might say that. But anyway.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Hey, don't tell us about your lifestyle.
Wrong with that. Yeah. But no, like, he's not doing his job. Get him the fuck out of there. I don't know.
Yeah, no, you're
I can't stand him, and I don't even like looking at him anymore. Like I just see him, and I'm
every
like,
time they show him up there in a booth.
oh yeah.
We're gonna be in the same city on Sunday.
Yeah, well, good. Maybe
Michelle
I'll
might throw
see him.
hands.
Maybe I'll see him.
She's gonna throw hands.
Oh, there's only
I'll
been one
pull a
person.
Vinny on him.
There's only been one person, Michelle. I've ever seen Michelle want to fight more than Luke Getzey. And he's a certain beat reporter for the Raiders.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
Oh my gosh! All right, Swag Jeff, hit a break, and then let's let's do Sea of Fans, huh? Is it time for Sea of Fans?
Gosh, already?
More of them and less of us?
Before we do that, let's talk about what we're expecting out of the Bengals game.
Oh.
Just for a second. Let's talk about the Raiders for just another minute.
All right, let's go to the.
Because let's try.
We had a break though. Get a breath.
What's up, Raider Nation? It's your boy Will Compton. You're listening to Raiders Fan Radio with my boys Murf, Swaggy Jeff, and Uncle Mosh. Tune in because they fucking put out a banger podcast.
Patrick Claybon with NFL Network here. Hey folks, I know 3 things you might like. Do you like football? Do you like the Las Vegas Raiders? Do you like listening to things? I'll add a 4th. Do you like swag? Well, here we got Swag Jeff, Murf, Uncle Mosh. This is Raiders Fan Radio.
All right, Raider Nation, so much respect to all you guys that are here in the building tonight, just like our good friends Paul, Sacktown Raider Mike, James Furpo, Mojo in the building, Mark Thompson, Martin, Chuck Raider, Jordan Ford, Gianluca Morelli, let's see here, let me scroll up here, Gabe Alcantor in there, Foxy Scorpio in there, Trinidad in there, Raider 27 in there.
Oh, there's no audio.
All you guys that are here in the building tonight, just like our good friends Paul, Sacktown. What is happening? Are you connected on your phone? Mojo in the building, Mark Thompson, Martin, Chuck Raider, Jordan Ford, Gianluca Morelli. Let's see here. Let me scroll up here. Gabe Alcantor.
I don't know what's going on.
There. Foxy Scorpio in there. Trinidad.
Oh, it's like playing.
Turn it off.
Oh, there's no audio.
Okay, hopefully we're good now. Hopefully, Raider Nation, you have to tell us here. We had a major audio malfunction. They're not sure what's going on. Hooligan says it's in a loop. We can hear you. We're good now? Good now?
Good now?
Yeah? We okay? It sucks. This is the thing that's tough
Oh,
about
they hear
election.
us, yeah. Oh, wait, someone said no sound.
Row, row, row your boat. Uh-oh.
Gets you strikes again.
I hear you. We are good. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're
We can
good.
hear. No, it said that we can hear you, a playback, and the sound effect. Now we're good. Okay, now we're good.
All right. Hey, so like you heard a few different times just a minute ago, Paul is in the building. House Junkies, Hooligan Nation, Chuck Raider, Ron the Mater Raider, Raider 27, James Furpo, Martin, Mojo, Kevin the Raider Nerd. Everyone's in the building. So much respect to each and every one of you. And before we jump into the Sea of Fans mailbag, let's try to. We want to try to keep it positive?
Okay.
Have we been?
Yeah, keep it positive.
Let's be being positive.
let's flip it on its head. Let's try to make a positive spin. We are the lighter side journey, even into the dark side.
All
sometimes.
right. Okay.
Every now and then.
I guess.
Okay, Michelle, you go first.
Oh, no.
You're gonna go there.
Wait, I'm still going to be positive?
Positive. Let's say something positive. You're going to the game in Cincinnati. You and Jeff and Devin, you're going to meet up with Scott, you're going to meet up with Ron.
Oh, golly.
You're going to meet up with so many of our good friends. What is it that you're looking forward to?
Okay.
Let's take wins and losses off the table.
Are we? Okay. Wins and losses off the table. Well, I mean, I'm going to Cincinnati with my bestie and my son, so that's a positive, right?
There you go.
I I mean, Devin's paying for all my meals, so that's a positive.
Hey! And I'm paying for all your gas on the way up there.
Oh!
Hey!
Yeah, so I still have fucking hope for this team, and that's what's so frustrating. Because I really do think at any moment it can be flipped around, and oh my gosh, that's not even working. It can be flipped around, and we might actually win this game. Like, I still have hope for this damn team. Like,
Good for you.
I think it's a sickness, actually.
Yeah.
I think it's a sickness for
Well,
real.
bless your heart.
Bless my heart. No,
Yeah,
I
right?
say that to myself.
Right.
Like, I'm looking in the mirror like, really? But what else am I going to do?
It's the plight, though, but that's what makes you such a badass Raider fan, though, Michelle, is that despite all this stuff that we've been suffering and dealing with and going through as Raider Nation, you're still in it.
God.
You're still in it. All these years and all these losing seasons and things that have happened.
Unreal.
You're still right there with it. But you know what, though? And I'll tag on it and then throw it over to you, Jeff.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for you guys. We mentioned that your son Devin has never seen the Raiders win on a live game. So I'm rooting for that. I'm going to feel positive for the Raiders about that. We know that the Bengals are struggling.
Yeah.
They haven't found their rhythm at all. This was a team that was supposed to be a Super Bowl favorite, for crying out loud, and they're stinking the place up. You want to talk about expectations? Theirs was way higher than what ours were, and so this is a team that has been letting their fans down, and potentially could be letting them down again against a Raider team that no one is expecting to go into Cincinnati and win. And so I'll give you the one positive is that Jeff, again, aside from wins and losses, like throwing those out, I'm hoping, praying, pleading, throw the football to Brock Bowers.
All the time.
All the time. Like
every play.
He should be and is the feature of your offense. Stop trying to run the football. Stop. Run play action a little bit and then throw it to Brock Bowers.
Yeah.
When in doubt, throw it to Brock Bowers. If you got extra doubt, throw it to Jacoby Myers. Or throw it to Jacoby Myers, and then when in doubt, throw it to Brock Bowers. Whatever you got to do.
And even if you doubt it, throw it to him.
Throw it to him.
He'll catch it.
If there is
He will catch it.
If there is single coverage on either of those guys, give them an opportunity, and especially in the red zone. Let's give Brock Bowers the opportunity to compete. He's not going to win it because Jaden Daniels is killing it, but let's give him an opportunity to compete for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Let's put that young man in position to be successful. He is the future of this football team offensively. Bottom line. Max Crosby is the future and the current of our football team defensively. Him and probably Christian Wilkins, but we haven't seen Christian Wilkins on the field. Offensively, though, it's freaking Bowers, man.
That's
The
it.
end. The end. He is hopefully going to be the stalwart of the offense going forward. And what better time than to do it against a freaking Cincinnati defense that's struggling. Get that young man to football. Let's see him score some points. Let's see him run up some yards and have some momentum again to compete not only for the award, which is nice, but it will get this football team going, man.
Just get it going.
To me, it's so simple. Like, I'll save another big rant. But the idea that you can line them up in multiple positions, if you can't find a way to be creative to get the football in that man's hands, then what are you getting paid for, man?
The thing about that, too, is using Brock Bowers will pump up Minshew's confidence because he's almost certain to catch it regardless. Like, we've seen it happen. So why is he not getting targeted a lot of times in a game?
And he's so quick and good in yards after catch.
You drafted him. Use him.
Give him a quick slants, Jeff. You know what I mean? Any of the hooks, anything, just to get the ball in his hands quick, and then let him have an opportunity to make somebody miss and take off for 20, 30, 40.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. You got to get it to Brock. You got to get it to Brock all the time. But this game, I'm looking, like you just said earlier, talk about expectations and all that kind of stuff. The Bengals, they dropped some games that they shouldn't drop.
Yeah.
So I think that this might be another game that the Raiders have a real opportunity to go into Cincinnati and steal one. We saw New England do it this year. We've seen a couple other teams do that to the Bengals this year. So why not us? Why not us? And put in Desmond Ridder. I'm not even joking. It's time. It's time.
Why not?
Say what you. If Carter Bradley's your guy, put in Carter Bradley. I'm all in on Desmond Ridder. I think this guy is a more mobile Gardner Minshew. Perfect. Deal. Throw that sumbitch in there and let's see what happens. Because the mobile quarterbacks do have more success under Luke Getsy. So if Luke Getsy's going to do the same old stupid bullshit that he does all the time, at least put a guy in there that can run the ball, and that will open up our run game a little bit more. So maybe instead of 1.1 yards per carry, it's going to be 1.4 or whatever that number is. But let's get something going. And talk about, and I don't even know how much we've talked about Desmond Ridder on the show.
Not much.
Not much, I think, at all. But like, the guy kind of won me over with his press conference, or not a press conference, but like at the locker or whatever, talking about his kids and saying,
we talked about that a little bit.
where do I gotta go? Oh, well, daddy's gotta go to Vegas. Like, come on, dude. Like, give this guy give him a chance. Because we know who Gardner Minshew is. We know who he is. We know who Aiden O'Connell is. We know all those things. And when Aiden O'Connell's better, maybe put him back in there, maybe not. I don't know. But give Desmond Ridder an opportunity. I would love to see the guy go out there and prove himself. He's a guy that's hungry and all that stuff. Why not?
It's one of those things. Okay, so we're 2-6.
Yeah.
So at this point, playoffs is not in the picture.
No.
I'm a never tank girl. I think tanking is ridiculous. But at this point, put in some people and see what you have with them.
Why not?
Maybe give them a chance to show what they have. Maybe then they've got some sort of trade value or something. See what you have with the people that are sort of just sitting there.
Yeah.
Because we know what we have with the people that have been on the field. So at 2-6.
Why not?
What do you have to lose?
Why not?
And you know what? And I'll give you some poetry here, and then Swag Jeff, take us to a break, and then let's get to the Sea of Fans mailbag. You know what would be some good poetry? You know where Desmond Ridder played football, college.
Of course. Cincinnati.
Where Trey Tucker play.
Ooh.
Cincinnati.
Let's see Trey Tucker and Desmond Ridder get loose in Cincinnati. How about that?
Love that.
All those Cincinnati Bengal and Bearcat fans sitting in the crowd, wanting to clap for their guys, but maybe not so much.
Yep. I love it. Love to see it.
Let's do it.
I love to see it. Well, speaking about clapping a bunch, let's give much respect to the folks in the chat that donated to the One Nation Foundation tonight. Sacktown Raider Mike says, I think Michelle can take out Getsy with a $2 donation to the One Nation Foundation. Hooligan Nation says, I'm positive that Getsy sucks, with a $10 donation to the One Nation Foundation. And then Trinidad. So thank you RFL crew for showing up every week. This is one of the toughest seasons in recent memory, with a $10 donation to the One Nation Foundation as well. So much respect to all you guys. Can't thank you enough. And like Murf said, like Michelle said, more of you and less of us is always a good thing. So without further ado, let's head to the Sea of Fans mailbag.
There he is, baiting, looking. He's under the gun. He's caught, he throws. It is.
Raider Nation, so more of you and less of us, of course, is a good thing. And so we appreciate all the emails and voicemails that you give to us every week. Sorry if we missed a few of your emails this week, but hopefully Michelle's got you caught up as we get to those at show. If you want to send us an email, it is show. That is SHOW at RaidersFanRadio.com, or you can call the show at 909-345-3346. That's 909-345-3346. And so, Michelle, you always read us the emails each and every week. And Michelle, who do we have this week?
I only have an email from Paul. I know Trinidad said he sent an email, but he didn't send it to me again. So I just have Paul. I'm going to read it off.
And that's our fault, man. We had issues this week.
I'm sorry, yes. Evening, everybody. I hope you're all well. One of my biggest horror film heroes is Vincent Price. His work over the years was a huge part of my early film life. He even managed to make Michael Jackson's Thriller sound better. So as a tribute to him and a look at the horror show we are currently experiencing, here's an updated version of the great man's Thriller monologue. Oh, nice. Darkness falls in
I love
Michelle's.
this.
Yes,
oh, wait,
yeah,
hold on.
yeah.
Let me get you some ambiance here. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Darkness falls in Michelle's spooky room. The Raiders are mired in despair. The Raider Nation is home for blood, mostly Luke Getzey. A winning culture needs to be found, but this current season knows no bounds. The worst year possible since Art Shell leaves us standing at the gates of hell. The foulest stench was in the air, but the priests have gone home now, so let's not despair. Sunday seemed close, but that wasn't the case. We're just a toy to them, another slap in the face. The prophet of doom will sing loudest again as we head to Ohio for more Raiders mayhem. Can we make Scott more happy or Momo sigh? It's also exhausting, too tired to cry. Some of them fight to stay alive. AP seems reasonably calm, but some just ain't got the talent, and the good ones can't keep us from harm. We might need to be ruthless. Don't go by the book. Get rid of Luke Getzey, the dumb, useless fool. Week 8 has just passed, halfway through the season. We're all struggling badly for a rhyme and a reason. We can't find a balance with our art and our craft. Just 8 weeks along in our first mock draft. So we continue our fight because that's what we do, and our bodies continue to shiver. We're staying loyal, though. They're our heart and our soul. One day they will deliver. Is AP the man, though? I hear many say. Just sack Luke Getzey to keep the wolves at bay. We've all had enough of him. He's a whole-ass clown. Thank God for Raiders Fan Radio, who never let us down. Stay safe, RFR family. Love you, Raider Nation. His Lordship, the Royal Scribe, Paul Edgerton, Shropshire, Mississippi, Polly Award winner 2019-2022, Foggy Glasses Award winner 2020, Made Man of the Year 2024, BRT Sizzler Scorekeeper, Proud Made Man, five times, times 3 plus 4, winner of the Raiders Fan Radio BRT Sizzler Award. The screen. Paul.
Your name Paul?
Hello? Hello?
I met him with Paul. Who? Paul.
Paul, yes, Paul.
Paul's not here. Hey, Paul. Paul.
Hi. I'm Paul.
Darn right you are, Paul. An amazing job with the email.
Yes.
Always. We appreciate you, my friend. And sorry, I'm part of Michelle reading your email there got washed out with the sound effect. We're trying our best here with this mobile board and this setup, man.
Yeah,
we're doing our best.
I still think there's a ghost.
I'm telling you, Luke Getzey's running our board. The ghost of Getzey is running the soundboard over here. But we will be. We're starting the build of the next studio.
We sure are.
Yeah.
We sure are.
And so as much as we're looking forward to that, we have had a blast here in Michelle's Spooky Lounge. This has been awesome.
It's been such a fun month.
Such a fun month. This time of year, it's been great. It's a perfect time to celebrate Halloween, spooky season, and of course the Raiders, which are the spookiest of all. All right, so we've got your emails at show@RaidersFanRadio.com. Get those emails coming. We'll read your emails next week. And then also, we've got voicemail, Swag Jeff.
Yeah, of course we do.
Yeah,
absolutely.
All they got to do is call the show.
Yeah, and you call the show. It's just 10 easy numbers. It is 909-345-3346. Or as Murf would say, 909-345-3346. And I'm going to finish it every time because I always finish.
Because I always
Damn right you do.
Yeah, guys usually do. I'm glad y'all are proud. I'm glad y'all are proud.
Oh my
I'm just fucking around.
All right, so let's go ahead and
just fucking.
Let's go ahead and get to your voicemails here, and appreciate all the voicemails that came in. So these are not edited. So for those of you that have young ears in the car,
so get ready.
Yeah, tell earmuffs here because there's going to be some F-bombs and some S-bombs and some, I don't know, whatever bombs. All the bombs. just the bombs.
Who knows?
But who knows what kind of bombs you're going to get. But anyway, so we appreciate all of the calls that came in this week. And again, apologize to the young listeners in the car. So do us a favor and tell them not to listen to this. You can skip it.
Put an earbud in.
Or just put a little earbud in there.
Yeah.
That's all.
Just
put it in there.
Yeah, just
Put it in there. See how it feels. Who's up first, Murf?
Yeah, it's our buddy Donovan.
Hey, that's Murf.
Let's check it. Hey, I'm Murf.
This is Murf.
Hi, nice to meet you. Let's check in with our buddy Donovan. Oh, we're not gonna be able to hear it.
Do we? We don't get to hear?
Wait, hold on.
What's going on, man? It's Donovan, man. Hold on. So, watch the game, man. Obviously, you're mad because you want to win. Plus, it's that team in Kansas City. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, nice.
It just hurts when you see the W right there. Then that happens. No need to go into detail, man. All right, I know some of y'all fans. Some of y'all want to, I don't even want to say the T word. Some of y'all doing y'all mock drafts and all that stuff. It's sad, man. Some of us got this mindset because we got this mindset before Halloween, man. Some of us not even mad. Some fans are like, you got a better draft position, man. Hey, tell those people to hey, look, man, I never turn in my shield, man. All right, if we do get the quarterback we want, cool. It hurts just to talk like this, man. It's sad. Look, I witnessed the dark ages, man. All right, it's something different, man. When the talent is here, it hurts just talking like this, man. But Raider Nation, I don't know. I'll give you some hope, man. What if we do get Shador? You know what I'm saying? We get Shador, Jalen Milroe, and Cam Ward. Then we make a chess move and bring in Michael Parsons next year, man. Just in case we move some pieces around, man. Don't touch nobody on the defense. Offense, you might have to move a few pieces here and there, but I don't know, man. It's crazy, man. I love this team, man. I love this squad, man. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't never turned in my shield, man. But what if we do make those chess moves, man? Get Shador, Jalen Milroe, Cam Ward, and then, you know what I'm saying? See what's up with Michael Parsons, man. I don't know, man. Just win, baby. Matter of fact, it's a commitment to excellence, man. And y'all gonna see who committed to excellence, man. All right? Oh, my God, man.
Mush.
Oh my gosh, there we go. Well, here we go. Let's do that all over again.
Oh, did you have us muted?
I had us muted. Sorry
Nice.
about that. Yeah, I'm so good at this.
That's okay.
Yeah, this is what happens when you don't have a producer. Where's Devin?
He ran.
No, people are
That was
texting. No
that was
audio. We got audio now. Thank you, Mojo. We appreciate that. So, shout out Donovan there with the idea of bringing Micah Parsons in. Listen, we're going to have all the money, and what I was saying is that, like, just close your eyes for a second. I know that's speculation land, but just picture the idea of Micah Parsons on one side, Max Crosby on the other. It would literally approach Greg Townsend and Howie Long level of dominance. Michelle, like, it would be incredible if we were to bring him. But I mean, that's a moonshot. But
Yeah.
I mean, if there's an opportunity for the Raiders to make that kind of a move, and coupled with a quarterback, of course, sure, do it.
Yeah, it's so glaringly obvious that nothing is going to help until we get a quarterback that is sufficient. But that would be a dream. I mean, we've seen what he can do, what Parsons can do. Like, that would be,
It would almost be like the opportunity that we missed with having Khalil Mack and Max Crosby together.
man.
Wow.
Golly.
I'm telling you.
I didn't mean to spring that on you, but
Yep, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Right or wrong. Let's right or wrong.
Let's right or wrong. Let's right or wrong.
Well, we righted or wrong.
There's a lot of wrongs
by hiring
going on
Antonio
right now.
Pearson, not Rich Bisaccia.
Well, that was writing. Was it?
Did we? Remains to be seen.
Theoretical.
All right. Remains to be seen.
All right, next up here, let's see. So great call, Donovan, man. Good stuff there, and way to invoke some thought. Very thought-provoking call there, man. Appreciate you, Donovan. What? No, he called before the game.
Oh, we did.
Yep. And so next up, let's go to our buddy. Here we go. So earmuffs, kids. Here's our buddy Josh in the 703. Here we go. I'll get it. Josh in the 703.
What up, fam? That's how I feel about that game. That's it. I almost wish that they had stolen the fucking booth and just taken Getsy and thrown his ass out the window. I'd rather see Ritter right now than fucking Gardner Minshew. I don't know how we don't throw it to fucking Bowers for almost 3 quarters. And I don't understand, when you've got one of the worst run games, why you run the ball 3 times, and then when you finally decide to throw it, it's 4th down, and guess what? You get tackled, and you take the fucking sack, and you lose it. No points on the board. Defense was fucking showing out. Much love to the defense, to all of them. They played really well. I mean, there was a couple of miscues and stuff. I don't know how the hell Travis Kelce doesn't do shit all year. And then all of a sudden, he's out there trying to have a career game against us. I just don't get it. That's all. I know we got the bye. Some people need to be fired. I'm still a believer in AP. But he needs to fucking be honest and go, nope, some fucking people don't need to be here. And he needs to get rid of them. And I sure hope fuck he does. So, on a bye. Fuck the bye week.
All right, there he is, Josh, in the 703, man. I mean, that's pretty much echoes, I think, a lot of our frustrations in that. And, you know, his comments there about Travis Kelce, I swear, like, and I'm not, maybe I'm a defeatist at times, you know, and when things aren't going well. But it was like going into this game, shout out Underdog, I placed Travis Kelce higher on yards and higher on touchdowns. And it hit. Because it was like, all right, I know what this is going to look like. You don't have to tell me going into a Raider game that Travis Kelce is going to have at least 3 catches where there's no one around him.
God, how does he do that?
I don't understand, Michelle.
How are they not prepared for that?
It breaks my brain, and this is where this is an ultimate indictment at times on coaching. It's like, that is their best player. He is the modern day Jamal Charles. Remember what Jamal Charles used to do to us?
Yeah.
When he was with the Chiefs, it was awful. And it's like Travis Kelce now embodies that. And I'm with you. It's like, how do we not have somebody? Why are we play whatever the thing is? Soft zones, whatever. Like, why is Nate Hobbs not draped on that guy? Like, for real. Like, what?
Or Jacorian Bennett. Put your number 1 corner. We
saw Jack Jones on him, and that didn't work. Because he just bodies Jack Jones.
Yeah, absolutely. But like the Chiefs were without their top 3 receivers. Like they didn't have anybody besides DeAndre Hopkins, who just got into the building a couple days prior. And Trav. like, come on, man. Like,
it's brutal, dude.
Damn it. I just don't I know, I never played football, so I get it, but I don't understand how he is consistently open.
You don't have to not play football, Michelle. You're dead on.
Consistently open. Like, it's almost like, and I know that they have a chemistry, so I get that. Like, that's cool, that's great, but how Mahomes is tap dancing around and doing his thing, and then he's just open, waiting for the ball. Yeah. How?
Just standing there.
How?
Well, the thing too that really is frustrating is that Travis Kelce knows that he's going to have a game against the Raiders every single time. You heard him in interviews and years past. He goes, "Oh, I love playing the Raiders because I know I'm going to get 100 yards and 2 touchdowns." Or what? Like, I mean, come on, man! Like, shut this son of a bitch up.
Yeah.
Shut him up. Like, can we shut him down for a game, Please?
Well, God, I don't even like saying good things about him, but he's always like that. Every time you watch, like, how is every team not preparing for him? How is every team not preparing to stop that from happening? Especially in the red zone. Oh, my brain wants to explode just thinking about it. It just pisses me off. God.
Oh, wait, you know what? Here, I got... Here we go.
You, Travis Kelce.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, forever.
All right, let's get to another call here. Oh, Josh in the 703 called with a correction here.
What up, fam? Hey, just calling in. I gotta make a quick correction. I didn't know. I didn't know we had a game. I thought it was a fucking bye week. I'm so fucking pissed off, man. I thought maybe I needed a bye week from the team. We got the Bengals. Fuck, man. We got the Bengals, so I had to make a correction. Man, fuck the Bengals.
Yes, you did. Good job, Josh, in the 703.
Much respect. And speaking of respect, we have a super chat. Michelle, what do we got?
Yes. So it's Sacktown Raider Mike, $10 super chat. He says, AR my buddy, lifelong Raider fan, Les, a.k.a. Pinhead from Hellraiser, fitting for today's show, is in the hospital. Just got released from ICU today. Let's all send thoughts and prayers up to him. So shouts out to your friend.
No, absolutely.
Pinhead.
Yeah, much respect.
Man.
And
absolutely.
Thoughts and prayers for sure.
Big
Absolutely.
time.
Thank you for the super chat. And but more importantly, though, thank you for calling out your friend there. Let's send some good vibes and some positive energy and some prayers.
Pinhead. We've met him.
Absolutely.
We met him in Vegas at the Stage Door Casino.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Do you?
I don't think a lot of us remember much from that night.
Other than we were celebrating a COVID cocktail, I think.
We came up with the second brand of COVID.
I think we invented a super spreader event. Yeah.
The super spreader.
Yeah.
I think we did.
But
it wasn't just us. It was Cody.
It was us and 350 of our best friends.
And Peppy and like all those. Like I mean, there's a lot of people.
Is it too late for a last minute entrance in the emails to see a fans?
No, not at all. You got one?
Matthew Stanley just sent. He said
he's going to be a made man.
Okay, well he said I sent an email beforehand, but I'm unsure.
But I don't
if
have the made music. Remind me, please, one of y'all, write it down. We're going to make you next week. I don't have it in the mobile setup here.
I can say it.
Can you?
Let's give him a proper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I appreciate you.
Okay, so here's his email though, but we'll remember.
Yeah.
I sent an email beforehand, but I'm unsure if you.
Thank you, Jeff, for being willing to share.
But I'm unsure if you received it, so here it is again.
Okay, Matthew Stanley.
Hey, Murf, Jeff, Michelle, and Luke Getsy.
Murf.
Hey, this is Murf. Seriously, someone needs to get Getsy. Oh, do you have the button?
Sure.
When I point to you. Someone needs to get Getsy the out of here. Run, pass, rinse and repeat. What a joke. Oh, and this is Matthew from the still beautiful foothills of North Carolina. I was going to call, but I heard my drunken southern voice on the last call, and I threw up in my mouth a little bit. Oh my gosh, I thought it was great.
Great, dude.
Matthew, I thought your call was awesome. Don't stop calling. Well, that could have been from watching
Nice.
Wow, I thought Journey was in the spooky lounge. I did not know what was happening. Currently, I am holding a whiskey sour covered in my salty tears, staring into the abyss. What the hell happened to the promised mantra of violence, physicality, and pain? I am a peer supporter, but it's wavering more and more each week. AP, buddy, bench the booger snatcher, fire Luke, and move on from Marvin and Rex while we're at it. What are they even doing? Let's start Ritter and roll with it. At this point, what are we losing? Nothing. And honestly, are we just the cucks of the AFC West at this point? It makes me sick seeing the Donkeys and the team with 3 fans getting better while we are regressing. On top of that, we have Kermit, Taylor's boyfriend, and the coach from the State Farm commercials dominating us and the league. This team has caused me violence, physicality, and pain. I was born in the fall of '83, and I exploded out of that
Wait a minute. Hold on. Is that what? Wait a minute.
He says, I was born in the fall of '83 and I exploded out of that black hole. Bleeding silver and black.
Oh.
My hope is to one day see a consistently competitive football team competing for division titles, conference championships, and the Lombardi Trophy. Because what I have witnessed mainly for the better part of my fandom is for the...
I don't know what to do.
Birds. Oh, was that my F word?
Oh.
Okay, that works. Sorry. That's all I heard. Well, I had to read it. So
Oh my gosh,
sorry
that's
for
funny.
all the positivity. Much love to the show and all of Raider Nation. Matthew Stanley.
Hey!
Matthew Stanley.
Much respect.
Oh my
That's an explosion
goodness.
out of the black hole.
God, congrats.
Oh my God.
On exploding from that.
We are
So good job.
For sure, we got to remember to make him a made man.
Yeah, that was
On the next episode.
also that was an
epic.
incredible
That was
episode.
epic.
Very
That
cool.
was approaching foggy glasses.
That was, yeah.
That was good. Great last minute entry.
Yes.
Brother, don't be shy about that accent.
God, I loved hearing his
great,
phone
man.
call.
Let it fly,
Yeah,
man.
that was let it fly.
We love all the different accents. We've got Martin here on the show.
That's
later.
right,
Yeah.
yep.
We've got Josh in the 703.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mojo in there says, as a fellow Appalachian, let that accent fly.
Well, I
man.
remember saying that he sounded like Mojo to me. Like he had the same accent.
They're from the
Mojo,
same
which
part
I
of North
love
Carolina.
hearing Mojo
Yes.
talk.
Yeah.
So let it fly,
Let
Matthew.
it fly, man. Absolutely.
Matthew, yeah.
Good stuff there. Appreciate you, Matthew Stanley. Ooh, we got another late. Look, we got a late call that came in there.
Hey.
I don't know who this is. So Josh, we got his correction. Okay, here we go. More earmuffs, kids. This is, I believe this is Jay in St. Louis.
Murf, Swaggo, Michelle, it's your boy Jay from St. Louis. As much as I fucking hate watching the Jets, they need to win a couple of games because Monte Adams might be playing chess, not checkers. He might be getting Shador Sanders or Cam Ward. But no, seriously, fuck the Jets. Fuck the Raiders right now, honestly. Like, AP's being a little bitch, saying he's going to stick with Luke Getsy, and it's the players' problem. Like, what did he say? He said it's an execution problem, not a play-calling problem, and he started to sound a lot like Josh McDaniels, and that's how you lose the locker room, is throwing your players under the bus. Even if it's true, you don't do it. Like, the business decisions is one thing, but blaming the offense instead of the fucking play caller when all of us can predict what's going to happen is next level, not ready to be a coach. And I'll eat the crow. I wanted to be a coach, but I don't like the people that are saying, well, Josh McDaniels got this much time, and John Gruden got this much time, he lost. Yeah, but this is just different. Like, what do we say all the time? Just cut the fat. Don't do a sunk cost fallacy. And if AP wants to hitch his wagon to Luke Getsy, then fucking bye, man. Like, you can go too, because no one's above the shield. But I don't know. This shit's hard to watch. I was gonna go to a game in New Orleans, and actually I might still, because it'll probably be preseason prizes. But I don't know, man. This is fucking sad. We're not even halfway through the season, and I wanted it over with. But whatever. I can't wait to listen to the show. Have a good night, guys.
Jay in St. Louis there. Good stuff there from Jay. And I'm with him, man. If this is the hill that Antonio Pierce is going to die on, like for real, for that offensive coordinator.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man. AP's got to be better than that.
He's a clown if he dies on that hill.
A whole ass clown.
Bye.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
All right,
this is for you. If
oh, nice.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me get the close shot there. So for those that haven't seen it, Michelle will bust out a clown nose on this show once in a while.
Minute. They're all over the house, just in case. Just in case someone needs to put one on. Put it on, because you're clowning out. Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, next up, let's get to our buddy in Fresno. He is Jacob. Let's check out what Jacob has to say.
Murf, Swago, and the lovely Michelle Swag. What's up, guys? This is Jacob from Fresno, and we lost. All right, bye. Nope, that's not it. That's not bye. I just wanted to say, I should have not expected any different, and I don't know what it was. There was something. I had seen a clip from Derek Carr's rookie season when Latavius Murray broke off for that. Latavius Murray, rather, broke off for that insane long run. We beat the Chiefs, and I thought, we had no business winning that game. We got no business winning this week, so I guess we're going to win. And, I just got let down. We had it. We really should have. That's the hard part, is so many of these games, you're looking at it, and it's hard to tell people who aren't fans of the team, what do you mean the Raiders should have won? Well, if you would have watched the game, you'd have understood. I'm sure the Chiefs fans understand, too. The Raiders lost this game. The Chiefs didn't beat the Raiders. Travis Kelce out of nowhere has a field day all of a sudden, like he's not old as heck, like he's not fallen off, like his career isn't in shambles. All of a sudden when he plays the Raiders, he's not in shambles. What's up? I don't understand it. Patrick Mahomes doesn't look like the worst quarterback in the NFL. He looks just mediocre. But this year, I got to tell you, that's what he's been. He's been mediocre to the worst quarterback in the NFL. He's just been very bad. Him and Gardner Minshew have very comparable numbers in terms of touchdown-interception ratio. Mahomes is throwing a stinker this year. It's terrible. It's awful. And against us, you couldn't really tell. He had the one pick, but everything else was pretty good. What is going on? What is going on with the organization? What is going on with the defense? I mean, the defense, yeah, they stood up and did some good things. They got the pick. They got 2 plays with the holding, and it was, I thought that it should have been safeties, right? Because holding in the end zone, but apparently the holding has to literally take place in the end zone, not the ball carrier in the end zone. So I'm like, why did they see that off of 2 safeties? But I got to calm down, because I was wrong. I didn't understand the rules. But heck, I tell you what, guys, I am on this crazy fitness journey, and nothing fuels me and makes me more angry and makes me want to lift heavier than watching the Raiders fucking lose. Gosh, I hate freaking the Raiders losing. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it. It hurts. I hate it so much. I don't want to see it anymore. Let's stop losing. Let's start winning, baby. Let's go Raiders.
Raiders. All right, there he is, Jacob in Fresno. Great stuff there from Jacob. Appreciate the calls each and every week, and I love Jacob's energy. He's always got such a positive vibe around him. Like, despite what the Raiders have gone through in the season, I like the kind of his jib, as the kids say.
Yeah, for sure. Well, he's got a similar vibe, because we air our grievances, we get upset and all this stuff, but then we try to bring it back to the positive. So that's what he does. He says his piece, he says his thing. He's upset. You can tell he's upset at the beginning of that call, but then by the end, he's fired up. He's ready to roll. Again. He's ready to win.
Yeah, it's like seeing a therapist. You just go and you get it all out, and then you leave, and you just feel everything's a little more put into place.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you can't bottle it up. You got to let it out.
And let's talk about, before we get into this last call, I'll do my hair here. Before we get into this hey, Pantene. Before we get into this last call, we got a surprise. We got a surprise call here. I don't know who it is. Somebody in the 704. We'll find
surprise.
out. But talk about that, Michelle. Something that I think that, and we hear this from listeners, from folks that participate with Raiders Fan Radio. We'll get messages, or we'll get Twitter or whatever else, and people say it's my Raider therapy.
Yeah.
It's a couple hours of Raider therapy, and I'm so glad that folks that are part of this listening audience can identify with that, because it really is that for us too. There are so many times, including tonight, and I didn't even vocalize it tonight, but coming into this show, I'm like, pardon the language, hit the earmuffs. I'm like, these fucking Raiders, man. I'm like,
yeah.
I don't even want to talk about them.
Yeah.
Like, I have a hard time finding things to be positive about. Like, it takes a lot of creative energy for us to put this thing together. And it's like, and I feel depleted because the team is just awful and so, and not only their performance on the field, but again, that whole misdirection and the misrepresentation and all the things that we had to deal with in the offseason.
Yeah.
And so it's like, well, if they're not putting that out there, then here we are, just some dopey fans in a kick-ass fan cave or a kick-ass spooky lounge, and here, like, what are we doing over here? But then we get together, we start to vocalize, we get on a rant, we hear from the folks in the chat room and the callers and the emails, and it makes us laugh, and then all of a sudden it's like, all right, well, this is what it's all about. It's all about Raider Nation, the camaraderie amongst us as fans, right, Michelle?
Yeah,
it's like the honor amongst us thieves.
This like reminds me, and I know this sounds really silly, but this, when we do this, reminds me that it's just a game. And it's not anything for me to take on personally, because after like a game on Sunday and even a win, I'll take that on too. But the losses, they hit hard, and because you want to see your team do well. And so when we do this, we're laughing and we're sort of, it's cathartic. Is cathartic the word?
Yeah.
It's like it gets it out, and it's just a reminder to me that this is supposed to be fun. I know that watching the Raiders play is not fun a lot of the times, but this is fun. And then also knowing that it's not just you, everybody's sort of feeling it. It makes you just feel a little better that we're all feeling this.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, give it up for Michelle.
Hey. Yeah, and it reminds me that.
Yeah, what do you got to share, Jeff?
Yeah.
That this Raider fandom thing is more than football.
Well, this is true.
It's more than football. It's about the people in the chat.
Yeah.
It's about the three of us getting together on Wednesday nights and hanging out. This thing, I think Ice Cube said it best. The song ain't about football. All black, everything silver, black, everything come through, smash everything on everything. We run this town.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
I knew Ice Cube for Halloween.
Exactly.
You sounded just like it.
I thought Ice Cube was in my lounge. I did not know what was happening.
Hey.
That was awesome.
It's a blackout. Knock the lights out. I'm in the stands. Pull the mic out with the fans. Raider Stadium. Cracking cranium. I'm the crazy one. All black with the eye patch in the black hole. We celebrate the fly catch. Move like dark matter. Silver satin. Yeah. Coming with that raw data. Las Vegas, let me hear you holler. Oakland, California, all the way to Nevada. Yeah, we in them Raider colors, them Darth Vader colors. You always in the Mater colors.
That's incredible. We didn't even practice that, by the way. That just
I don't have to. It's my son's favorite song.
That happened organically, folks.
Oh my gosh, that was epic, Jeff.
Yeah.
That was.
Good.
I listen to that probably 3 times a day with my son Ollie. Respect to my son.
Yes,
Respect to
shouts
Ollie,
out.
and shout out. So for the Fanny Awards that we do every off season, usually around July, we have an award for best live performance.
Yes.
Jeff, you have just been nominated once again.
Absolutely.
For best live performance for your rendition of Ice Cube's what was it called?
It's called Raider Colors.
The Raider Colors.
Raider
There you
Colors.
go. Give it up for Swag Jeff.
Hey.
Give it up. Paul thought he was having a stroke.
We all are.
Jeff wasn't.
I
He was
wasn't.
channeling Ice Cube.
Not
That's what
Jeff.
he was doing.
Straight bars.
That's
bars.
bars.
Dude.
Bars, dude.
That was.
Ooh,
Yeah, I
am
know.
hot. I am hot. And maybe the high noons, though.
It might be the meat and booze.
Oh, right? Right?
All right, next up, I don't know who this is. Let's check it out. We got a caller from the 704.
Nice.
Hey, what's up? Ralph in the building, Capitan Rafucho. So,
Hey,
I just
Ralph.
want to tell you
Nice.
Happy Halloween to y'all. Happy Halloween to all the Raider Nation. And I'm very glad that this is a Halloween special because you guys dressed like very incredible. I mean, Michelle reminds me of one of those girls on the Dia de los Muertos celebration because she brought the real thing, a little spicy, but I like it. And the rest of you guys, Murf, Jeff, they still awesome. But between for like the game between Las Vegas Raiders versus Kansas City Chiefs, another disaster coming. But I guarantee between for Buck Bowers, it should be like the future of the nation, including for Max Crosby, Robert Spillane. Also, there's Chris Wilkins. I mean, there's like a lot of talented players, youngsters and veterans. They should be stick together to unite a nation. Because I know there's been a lack of discipline, lack of speed, lack of communication. We're all in this together because I know the next game is going to be really difficult against Cincinnati Bengals. So I just wanted to tell you that hopefully we're going to get the W against Cincinnati Bengals because Joe Burrow can throw like everything happens. But salute to everybody else. Raf in the building, El Capitan Rafucho. And one more thing about it, because I just wore like a different mask like Spider-Man, Corey Taylor for Slipknot, and of course Rey Mysterio. Salute to you. Have a great night. Peace.
All right, there he is, El Capitan Rafucho calling in, man, checking in. We appreciate you, my friend, and good luck and continued success on the podcast. And so check him out, Raider Nation. Look for El Capitan Rafucho. All right, so Swag Jeff, we had emailers tonight.
Yeah.
We had voicemailers tonight. We had a vocal performance tonight.
Yeah, we did.
Courtesy of you. Thank you for sharing your gift.
Thank you for sharing your
Come
gift.
on. Come on. I do what I can.
Literally.
I do what I can. It's for the kids.
For the kids.
For the
Literally
kids,
for the kids.
Yeah,
or
for my son.
Our kid.
Yeah, for our kid.
Yeah.
For my kid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
absolutely. So
we had cathartic moments.
We did.
We shared.
We laughed. We cried.
We cried.
We cried. We laughed. We cried. I don't know. We drank.
We cried.
But we shared.
We
did. We shared.
We shared. We had moments.
I feel good. I feel good right now.
I feel better.
I feel great.
I feel better than I did when we started.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, it's all
and
about.
I always do.
It's all about the sharing of the moments.
Yeah.
That's it.
Good and bad. Let's share the moments.
Just lean into those.
Just be raw. Just be what you are.
Exactly.
Just freaking right.
Just be who you are.
Bring what you got.
Bring what you got.
Bring what you got. Be who you are, and let's just freaking talk about our favorite football team, good, bad, or indifferent, and celebrate the idea of being part of Raider Nation, the best fan base when it comes to sports. That's it. That's the bottom line. That's it.
Yep.
The end. That's all there is to it, man. We're undefeated. The Raiders may suck, but this fan base is undefeated, and including that chat room. And Swag Jeff, shout him out, and then tell us who the best emailer or phone caller of the night was, please, and let's award us.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we started the night with Paul.
Do the chat room first, please.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Shout them out.
Mojo, Martin's in there. Jordan Ford.
Martin. I've got Martin.
That's right.
Oh, you got Martin.
He's got a call.
I've got Martin. Go ahead and keep shouting out the
you
chat
pull
room.
it up. Ron the Mater Raider. Let's see, Paul. My wife, who's in there also.
Yes, she was. Spitting bars.
Spitting bars from Raider Colors for sure. Jordan Ford. Uncle Mosh is in the building.
The legendary Uncle Mosh. Give it up.
Nice. And Martin's in there. So yeah, he said, where's my audio message?
Oh, I got you right here, brother. Let's check in across the pond. This is not David Attenborough. Don't adjust your speakers. This is the legendary Martin in the UK.
Yes.
Hi, it's Martin from the safety of several thousand miles away, calling in to say the Chiefs and also the Raiders. You heard me. Both teams. And the refs. And the mascots can do one as well. What the did I just expose my tired, aging eyes to? I've watched a high school game with more passion, drive and expertise than the Raiders managed tonight. Raiders? I wouldn't trust them to raid a hot dog stand. They're an empty pinata, whatever the that is. Anyway, much love to you guys, the chat and the nation. Someday, this has to pass, and then we'll party on and off the field.
That was That was epic.
That was epic. Martin, that was badass. Way to self-edit. And the creativity between the sound bites.
The sound.
Yes.
Oh, that was legit.
That was perfection.
That was absolutely incredible.
And what a way to close out the sea of fans, for sure. So can't thank you guys enough for calling, for emailing, all that good stuff. So on the email side, we kicked it off tonight. Normally we close out the email segment with Paul, but we started it tonight with Paul that brought the fire as he always does, and then Matthew Stanley coming in with an email as well. And on the voicemail side of things, we had Donovan, we had Josh in the 703, Jay in St. Louis, Jacob in Fresno, Rafa, and the late entry by Martin. And tonight I'm going to take the Sizzler and we're going to just snap it over my knee and break it in half because I just couldn't decide. Yeah, absolutely, man. So, hey, much respect. I got in trouble. Hey. We're going to give a...
you weirdo.
I wasn't trying to be like that, you weirdo. We're going to be giving the Sizzlers tonight to a guy that exploded out of the black hole in '83 and a guy with amazing editing skills. That is Matthew Stanley and Martin.
I am the
Sizzler.
Sizzler. Sizzler.
Paul asked if that was...
We are Metallica, and we are here for your Oakland Raiders!
You know why we're out here, and we ain't playing around today.
From The Walking Dead to errant Jedi Knights, Raiders fans are a rogues gallery.
So Martin, great email there, my friend. And so it was Martin, and who was the other one you gave it to?
Matthew Stanley.
Matthew Stanley, yes, thank you. Matthew Stanley on the email. And oddly enough, both of those guys are going to become the next made men here at Raiders Fan Radio. So once we get back with a full setup, we're going to play that and honor the two of you based on your emails and your phone calls and your contribution to Raiders Fan Radio, and can't thank the two of you enough. All right, thank you to everybody. Not yet. Thank you to everybody that's in the chat room tonight, because remember, it gets loud. Thank you to Jeff's over there going, oh, I want to push the button. Push the button. Thank you to all of those of you that have joined us live in the chat room tonight. I'll leave it to Swag Jeff to shout them out. But thank you, Raider Nation, for hanging in here for this episode of Raiders Fan Radio. Have a safe and wonderful Halloween tomorrow night. Out there trick-or-treating with the kids and doing everything that y'all are going to do. Be safe. Wear your Raider colors proud, as I know that you will, man. And thank you again. Did we even talk about our scary movie, did we?
Oh, we didn't.
We didn't.
We did. Our scary movie so we're going to go ahead and close it out here. Our scary movie this week was Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. So let's go ahead and I'll give you my final thoughts and turn over to you, Michelle, and let's get on out of here. I loved the movie. I thought it was fun. I thought it was like a quirky teen kind of comedy / horror flick that had gore. It had absolutely obnoxious jokes in it, and really some bad taste jokes, but they were so bad they were good and kind of funny. Mm-hmm. So I really liked it. I thought it was a fun movie. Not really scary. It wasn't Longlegs or Oddity or any of the others that we've watched, but it was just a fun Halloween movie. And so I would definitely recommend it. And if you have Prime, it's free on Prime. And that's all I've got to say, Raider Nation. Love you guys so very, very much. Let's beat the Bengals' ass. Let's go.
Yeah, I thought it was a fun, like a coming of age kind of movie. Yeah. Like I would liken it to the Goonies, except that wasn't creepy or scary. But I thought it was fun. There were some like laugh out loud. There were moments I laughed out loud, so I thought it was really funny. It was a good watch. But also, Swag, my son Devin and I will be in Cincinnati this weekend to see the Bengals game. So if you're going to be in Cincinnati, if you're coming to the game, hit us up or hit Jeff up or hit somebody up and let us know, and maybe we can see you guys in the tailgate or something. Yeah. So it'd be cool to meet some people.
Be great to meet some folks. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. If you're going to be at the game, just hit us up. You can do that on Twitter. You can do that anywhere. Instagram, you can send us a DM there. We'll be checking that stuff for sure. Facebook. You can hit us up on Facebook. You can hit us up on the TikToks and stuff like that. I think Michelle and I are going to go live on either TikTok or YouTube or something like that. Nice. So just check us out there. So much respect to everyone in the building. Martin, Hooligan Nation, SoCal Sal, Loki Raider, Rossi Biddle, Mojo, my beautiful wife is in the building. Let's see here. Paul, Ron the Materator, who we are going to see this weekend. I'm super excited to hug your neck, Ron, to meet you. It's going to be so cool.
It's going to be good for you guys, but I'm bummed.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we're going to miss you as well.
Yeah.
For sure. So Uncle Mosh in the building, Hooligan Nation. Can't thank you guys enough for being here for another episode of Raiders Fan Radio, where we take a lighter side journey into the dark side. On behalf of Murf, on behalf of Michelle.
I'm Murf.
You're Murf.
Are
Hey, that's Murf.
You have been all night long. Murf, this is Michelle. My name's Swag Jeff. And we love you guys. Can't thank you enough. And like Murf said, let's beat the Bengals' ass.
Please.
Let's go, baby.
The love.
Let's go. Love you guys. Much respect to you guys. We'll see you next time. We are off next week for the bye week. The Raiders are off, so that means we're off.
Get on YouTube!
Goodbye.
Is this where I hit the button?
Press that
I
damn
believe
button.
this is where.
Oh my gosh, you better beat the damn Bengals.
Oh my God.